was giving talent, balls were just too late. So they try to put me down, but it makes me more ambitious. Success is sweet, but revenge is so delicious. Haters gonna hate.
Some of the pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Alistar, Jarvan, Diana, Varus, and Pantheon on the red team versus the blue team, who has Darius, Twisted Fate, Fiddlesticks, Caitlyn, and Taric. So at the top lane, we're going to have a nice matchup with Jarvan. Yeah, Jarvan in the top lane. Very interesting. Jarvan versus the Darius. Now, Jarvan mains jungle while Darius mains top. This should give Darius a huge advantage. Jarvan's been played by this person 194 times, so clearly jungle's a lot of Jarvan, while Darius has only been played by this person 40 times. So I think overall, Jarvan will probably still have the advantage, just since he's most likely very familiar with the top lane, even though he mains jungle. But yeah, definitely has an advantage, I would say. Then if we go into the mid lane, we're going to have another interesting matchup with Pantheon versus the Twisted Fate. So Pantheon mains jungle, while Twisted Fate mains caster. This should give Twisted Fate a pretty big advantage. Pantheon's been played by this person 273 times, when Twisted Fate's been played by this person 64 times. Now, ordinarily I would give the advantage to the Pantheon just because of the sheer amount of games he played, but I think TF will have a little bit of an advantage, just the whole range versus melee situation, as well as him just being a maining AP carry. Then if we go into the jungle, we're going to have a Diana, very interesting jungler, and Fiddlesticks. So Diana mains top, while Fiddlesticks mains caster. So no one's going to have a big advantage here. But Diana's been played by this person 19 times, where Fiddlesticks has been played by this person 36 times. So definitely he has a little bit of an advantage, and he does have a very powerful ultimate. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Fiddlesticks just because I think it'll be fun. And then if we go into the bottom lane, last but not least, we're going to have Varus versus the Caitlyn. Varus mains 80 carry, and so does the Caitlyn. Varus has been played by this person 6 times, as to where Chaox has played Caitlyn 21 times. So again, probably going to go with the advantage in Chaox's favor here. But then if we look at the supports, we're going to have Alistar versus Taric. Alistar mains support while Taric mains top. This should give Alistar a pretty big advantage. But Alistar has been played by this person 12 times, where Taric has been played by this person 22 times. Again, I think I'm probably going to have to go overall with the bottom lane of the blue team. But if we add up the wins and losses of all the champions that these people are playing, you'll see that the red team has an average of 53.93%, and the blue team has an average chance of winning of 54.55%. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the numbers on this one and put my vote in for the blue team. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another episode of the Diamond League. Once again, we're going to be stalking Chaox here. He's got the Artic Warfare Caitlyn skin. Probably stole it from a magazine, if I were to take a guess, because I think that's what everybody did that has it. I can honestly say I know at least 80 people that have that skin, and not a single one of them actually purchased that magazine. Definitely an oversight by the magazine standard, but still funny, I think. Of course, I don't encourage stealing by any means, but I still find it amusing. I don't have the skin, so I cannot say that I stole it, but it's still amusing to me that that's what they did. They just put the code in there on a page. Yeah, I don't know about that. Either way, should be an excellent matchup. Let's see what we have. Varus, Alistar, very interesting pick. We haven't seen Alistar in quite some time. I really like watching Alistar play because I think he's fun. He just makes fat plays.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Jungle Diana, also something I haven't seen, at least what it seems like. No, Varus, don't do it.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Looks like we will have Pantheon in mid and Jarvan up top. So Pantheon versus Twisted Fate. I think that's going to be a really good matchup for Pantheon. He's also somebody we have not seen in a very long time. Pantheon was extremely powerful and pretty popular for a while. Is it Angeloid, that guy? I'm pretty sure that was the guy who was playing him constantly in solo queue. One of Silsoul's duo queue buddies. But he did amazing. He was a really good Pantheon. So it's hard to say. But sometimes, I mean, it just takes that one person to be like, oh, that's how you play Pantheon? Or that's how you play that person? And then, oh no, actually, it is going to be reversed. No, I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't know what's going on. But, they're pinging off for level 2. I don't know what's going on. What do they have? 2 people up top lane. I really have no idea. Of course, both teams start out with the defensive on the aggressive opposing bush ward. So blue team will have bush here, or a ward here in this bush, and red team will have it here. It's pretty standard. It's basically to prevent any lane ganking, and each of them also both have wards here and here. So that'll be from the back of them, and then that'll be from the back of them. So overall, it's a pretty passive play. I mean, both of these team comps at the bottom lane are pretty aggressive. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there. Oh, we do have Fiddlesticks. He's getting pinged out though. There's definitely nothing he's going to be able to do about that. And now since TF had a pretty big advantage, he's just going to start out with the harass as much as possible. And he's doing a beautiful job and also doing a great job at keeping the lane pushed as well. So I'm a little bit worried about what Pantheon's going to be able to do. He has the crystalline flasks, and he has some health potions. I don't really see him doing anything else outside of that. I don't really see him. And that's gonna constantly be quite a bit of damage. A nice try to engage her from Diana, but it just wasn't even. It was obviously worth it because, you know, they're able to get TF, and she's gonna make a loop around. She's not level 6 yet, so she doesn't have a gap closer. Every time he throws those wild cards, he's going to be backing off because he knows there's nothing he can do. And he does it every time. Look at it. He just throws it and then runs back. Throws it, runs back. But at the same time, Fiddlesticks is caught in this top rush. They don't know Diana's here. They might have saw her. No, they weren't able to do anything on either end. Not too surprising though. I'm still really worried about how this TF is going to do up against this Pantheon. Pantheon should, in theory, have a pretty big advantage as long as he's aggressive. It doesn't look like the Pantheon really built anything too crazy for his first item. I would have expected either more health potions or something like that. Oh, nice job getting a little bit of harass onto the Jarvan. But, oh, that's going to be a huge first blood with the dunk, and wow, he basically just alley-ooped it to himself. He's like off the glass, 360 through the legs. Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. Perfectly played. Absolutely nothing you could do that. No flash necessary. He had flash, but he didn't have time to use it. He didn't flash away from the javelin, so there's just absolutely nothing you can do about it. After that, after he popped up, it's just like auto attack in midair, and then cataclysm, and then auto attack. But beautiful play. That was definitely a great first blood. I always like to see the epic ones. And it wasn't necessarily like butt clenching or anything, but it was just cool looking, stylish. Gotta be stylish. Not too much action has been happening right now. Looks like TF is just going to be waiting for this blue buff to come up. It was a great job to actually have that timed out, and I think Diana most likely will be taking that blue buff for herself. I doubt she'll be giving it away to the Pantheon. But also, it's hard to say, like, I wouldn't necessarily think that TF would take the blue buff away from Fiddlesticks either. Since Fiddlesticks needs quite a bit of mana, especially for the amount of ganks that he has, and TF has mana regeneration. But it looks like, yes, they will give it to those mid lanes. And they're just going to kind of hang out. Oh, no, that is going to be a nice stun card coming down, and Apprehend going to be able to take him down. Dunk. Is he going to finish up? Boop. Yeah. Unfortunately, he did flash, did use the flash, but that was a beautiful play. There is nothing you could do from that. That was perfectly comboed from the gold card into the Apprehend, and now he's going to miss out on a creep wave of minions. Whew. He is still technically ahead, though. I mean, he got the first blood, which of course is important. It does give you bonus gold, and he is also ahead by about 13 CS. He may be a little bit behind as far as experience goes at this point. Just because typically when somebody is down in CS, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were completely zoned out of experience. They were just zoned out of their auto attack range, their last hit. And that's even more so true when it comes to melee, like people that are melee. Oh, nice little stun trade, but clearly TF coming out a little bit on top of that one. There we go. And she's going to come to lane and tax it. TF currently up by 13 CS. Dan is only up by 2. Doesn't do anything literally significant. Star. Oh, nice up with the headbutt coming in, but now the teleport from TF. Override's now coming out, and that is going to be a little bit too much, I don't think. Yeah, Pantheon could have jumped. I'm surprised they only got one person. That's actually pretty impressive. That was a lot of ults, and Alistar did a beautiful job at disengaging that as much as possible, but unfortunately, Varus just does not have a lot to get away with. Oh, nice job. Free pickup for Pantheon, but he may pay with his life. Yep, he does. Gives it over to TF. Definitely not the person you want to give it to, but... Ooh. Now we are in a heated chase. Diana doing so much damage. Actually, really surprising. She has that red buff, which is really going to help. And bam, the Crescent Strike is going to finish it up. Even if she gets stunned in the tower range, she's going to be able to walk out of there. a very happy jungler. Gets a refreshed red buff. I'm not going to complain about that. Uh-oh, Pantheon now coming out for the drop. He is going to flash out of there, but oh my gosh, that's going to be a Cataclysm right into another dunk. Well, that's actually pretty good, because typically people don't want to go into the Cataclysm, but in this case, yes, most definitely do. As far as bomb lane goes, it's pretty even. Caitlyn's up by 1 kill and 1 assist. Besides that, the CS is pretty much spot on. Off by a little bit here and there, but nothing significant. Ooh, starting to get there. It's almost up to 10 now. Ooh, another dragon now going down. Red team is down by only 400 gold right now. If they're able to get this, that is going to put them slightly in the lead. Yeah, that is going to put them in the lead by about 700 gold. Nice pickup from the red team. They really needed that. Ooh, ends up missing pretty much everybody. Not too much action going on quite yet, though. Fiddlesticks actually picking up this blue buff this time. That is going to be very useful for him. He is going to be able to go from lane to lane, just spamming fear. Just running into lane and fearing is a lot more terrifying than you think. And uh-oh, Jarvan has no wards here. This could be a very dangerous situation for him to be in. He's going to crow storm right over that wall. He is going to silence and then start that drain. And unfortunately, he doesn't have enough AP or anything to finish it off. He ends up getting 2 cloth armors, and Jarvan's able to get out of there without even having to flash. Really needed to fear right away instead of try to silence, because he's able to get 2 spells before the silence even got to him. Uh-oh. TF coming in now. Goes for the gold card. And the dunk. Boom. That is going to be a nice pickup for the Darius. Job by Diana, stop in the back. Now there's 3 members of the red team here at the bottom lane. And it looks like they really want to take this tower, but they don't have any minions to really follow through with that. But, oh, this is a really dangerous situation. Oh. This can be a stun getting away almost instantly, but, oh, he goes right into the tower, ends up falling down. But Caitlyn picks up that kill. Great job by Caitlyn. Being able to survive that. It was a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the red team, so good job by the red team noticing when there's going to be a weakness. But since there was no ultimate there was just no ultimate. That just wasn't going to happen. Fiddlesticks without an ult, trying to go into a bush. It's a dangerous situation. TF doing a great job taking breaks and just going down to those wraiths and stealing those wraiths. It was something that I know Riot wanted to change a while ago, to where they're basically forced to take those wraiths, or they could just do it so easily and punish the junglers. And they did make some changes, but some people obviously can still do it on a pretty easily basis. We do have 3 members of the red team down here. Diana gets pinged out by this ward that just now expired. Very unfortunate, but was able to get spotted out. Red team's now pinging off for Taric. Taric is the only one there. And so they're just going to auto attack down these minions, push this wave as hard as possible so that they can position themselves for a proper tower dive. But in the meantime, oh my gosh. Oh, nice job, doing so much damage. When is he gonna Cataclysm? Yes, he's gonna Cataclysm almost right away. And then stops it. Oh, the ultimate now from TF is gonna be enough. Oh, the auto attack, he gets popped up, but the auto attack still goes off. And that ult also revealed the Diana, so Diana had to get out of that bush as well. Overall, that was a great TF ultimate. He didn't go bottom. And yeah, he didn't go bottom like he could have, and possibly went for a bigger kill, but it was much more risky. He went for the guaranteed kill, and then just kind of exposed what the red team was trying to do on that bottom lane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Now TF takes that top tower, doing a wonderful job once again for his team. And wow, we could have a huge engage here. That is going to be a nice ultimate from TF, as well as, oh my gosh, that is going to be a stun to get him out of the drain, but it was just a little bit too long. It took too long, and now Caitlyn takes out that Alistar with the sniper. Oh my gosh. Taric shouldn't have done that. The bleed ended up picking up Diana. Great job. Nice try. It was almost the red buff. TF takes down that middle tower now. And wow, the middle outer tower as well as the top tower. TF is doing so much work against this red team right now. And the blue team in the meantime waited for that dragon to respawn. Now they're just going to take that.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
And boom, that is the free recall. So Caitlyn doing a phenomenal job this game. 4-0-3. Hardy has 8,000 gold at 18 minutes. So that's a really, really good gold standard. Add 10 minutes to your gold, and that's pretty much what you have. Add 10 minutes to the 1,000 gold. You know what I mean. But it's pretty good to just have that much at that time. If you can get there, it's very difficult to do. It's a lot more, because I mean you can see. I mean he's done 178 CS at 19 minutes with 4 kills, 3 assists, and he barely has that. So it's not, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a standard, but it's what you want to aim for, because that's when you know you're going to be phenomenal in the later on in the game. Oh, TF doing an insane amount of damage. Oh, a nice guts the flash, and flashes right back to her. And wow, that was a beautiful play. Nice juke from TF, but we do have Jarvan coming out here, and there is going to be a beautiful Cataclysm.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Misses the pop-up, unfortunately, gets it. Oh, the dunk now comes out, and now they're going to just do so much dueling. TF almost dies, but stays alive. Dunk once again going down on to... Ooh, that is a double kill. while at the bottom lane. Oh, sniper! There's an ace in the hole. You get it? I just got an ace. From the hole in the terrain. Oh my god. I know, my puns are terrible. They're all terrible. They make me laugh still, so that's all that matters. Another tower. So that's 4 for 0 right now. 15 kills to 8. Blue team is smashing ahead. They're really starting to snowball. It took them a while to get used to it, apparently, but man, once they got the ball rolling, they're just not stopping at all. They don't care what's happening. They don't care what's going on in the map or what part of the map. They're just going, going, going. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, of course. Especially if you're losing all over the map. But they seem to be actually taking a pretty good charge. Gold card now coming out. Are they going to get an apprehend? Yes, they will. And oh, that is going to be an easy pickup for the TF. Nice play. Nice play once again. And now we have another huge engage onto the Diana. Is Diana going to go down? It looks like the silence bouncing. TF ends up picking it up. And a lot of extra damage goes onto Alistar, but Alistar just barely survives. And Varus doing as much as he can. Those piercing arrows really don't do all that much. Jarvan finally picking up their first tower of the game. That is beneficial, but he's kind of getting sandwiched in here amongst some of the blue members.
Unstoppable.
Oh, see it ends up going down there. And I think, yes, Jarvan finally gets out, but the blue team is now officially on to the Baron. And the Baron, bam, goes down really easily with Fiddlesticks there and getting full drains off, and it's level 5 drain. That's just, oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. It's good. Oh no, he gets a fear, beautiful fear with the silence, and it bounces between the minions and them, and that's going to instantly destroy the Jarvan. Beautiful play. She's going to go directly onto them, but trying to get away from the Caitlyn, and Caitlyn is just not having it, and ends up picking up the kill anyway. Varus and Alistar take this bottom tower, but I don't think that's really worth it. Now they're finally going to recall. The only person that's left to defend right now is gonna be TF tries to do something, but definitely not gonna happen. He's just gonna push the lane. There's a lot of split pushing, but he doesn't have his ultimate anymore because he used it to get to lane. So I don't know exactly what they're gonna plan on doing, but nice silences all around, forcing the flash. Oh, and Apprehend actually ends up getting 2 people with a headbutt pulverize. Gets on to 3. And oh man, that is going to be a nice double kill for the Draven. Fiddlesticks end up going down to Diana, and oh, Caitlyn picks that one up in the long run. That is going to be 3 more wards right where that inhibitor is.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
TF takes down that inhibitor. Ends up just pushing the minions all the way up and then running into their base like it's nobody's business. That is a lot of damage. Both Nexus towers now officially dead. They're onto the Nexus. Could this be the end of the game? 23 kills to 10. 46,000 gold to 34. No, they're going to try to finish up to a little bit more. And TF throws on. Oh, TF dies to the Varus. It's a nice try, TF. Well, it's a little bit too close. Yeah, that was a great job. Congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. And of course, good job to my boy Chaox, 7-0-7. Only won in the game with the perfect score, 238 CS. Number 1 in the game at 25 minutes. So that was a really good creep score. But yeah, if you guys like the videos and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you have any recommendations or any requests for champions or players that you want to see, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below, send me a message, or just start a conversation. I'm a friendly guy. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.